Hello, targeted individuals. This is Lawrence from Antioch, California. I'm actually here in Concord, California right now. I'd like to give you an testimony about my experience with covert drugging. I'm here in Concord, California, and I came here with my sister, my niece and nephew, and my mother. I came to this restaurant called, it's called Saigon Bistro here in Concord, California, next to Fry's Electronics. While my family came here to order their food, I kind of, you know, got some chicken, rice, and there was a guy in there. He's a Hispanic guy. He actually tried to put something in my soup. I was informed about it, but I didn't really, you know, get to confront the person. I just left because I was pretty upset about what happened. One of the perps came here before I got here, so I tried to look for the guy, and he wasn't here right now. So I'm gonna go in, and as you can see, they're gonna you know, act like they don't know. They probably seen me before, but I'm just gonna not confront them in a way, just kind of like talk to them a little bit and see how they're doing. So this is the restaurant I wanted to talk to you about. It's a pretty nice restaurant, but the only thing is they try to do something in here that wasn't too good, and it was you could say the food here, I would not really recommend it in any such way, if you understand what I'm trying to say. But so I'm gonna be as you can see, I did not see that guy in there. He's like the guy who put something in the soup. I was informed about that, but the restaurant, they make it look nice, but don't let that fool you. Perps will go there before you even do. So you gotta understand, this is it's called Saigon Bistro. I would not recommend somebody going to eat here, even is me. I'm a TI, and they're always trying to do stuff to me. So now we're gonna head to another place, place where these perps tried to do harm to me again. Okay, I'm only exposing everything they've done to me, and as a TI, you have to expose them. You have to expose everything. And these are not like your normal people that you can like go to mediation and talk things about. These people will keep on doing things to you. You gotta expose them. You gotta take them to court. You gotta, you know, you just gotta keep going forward, because these people they're not good people. They're just bad people who do demonic evil things. Okay, so now I'm gonna hop in my car and I'm gonna go to a clinic where they try to prevent me and try to prevent me from getting any type of treatment there, because the perps were there before I got there. So I'm gonna hop in the car real quick. I'm still here in Concord, California, and we're gonna drive up there real quick here. Right now it's kind of hot out there. It's about, has to be in the 80s, late 80s. It's still it's kind of warm, and it's kind of it feels a little humid, but it's like not too humid out there. So I'm gonna put this on the dash real quick here, see if that sticks there, it doesn't fall off. Okay, so now we're gonna go to a different place, a clinic here in Concord, where the perps tried to do harm to me there again. Okay, so we're gonna leave the Saigon Bistro, and then there's also a Fry's Electronics here. Okay, here. Okay, I'm headed to this clinic here where they try to. They got there before I do, so you know, if they try to do harm to me there, why do you want them to come to your clinics or to your dentist appointments, to your, you know, any clinic you go to? Why would you want them to come there, right? If they're gonna do harm to you. They've been doing stuff to my prescription medication. They've been doing stuff to my, you know, everything. Everywhere I go, like if I'm gonna eat some food, I'm very. Sometimes I don't feel comfortable going to a restaurant, you know, because these perps will follow you everywhere you go. You gotta understand that. So that's my number one reason there, that they're trying to do harm to me and to any target individual. They're, you know, you would understand that if you're a TI, you know that these people they just do not care about people. They're just programmed to do this every single day. And as you can see, everywhere I go, where I live in Antioch, California, everybody seems to know me. It's like I'm on the radar. They know me out there. And there's like some kind of signal right there, like artificial sound of an owl. You'll hear it everywhere I go in Antioch, or even if I go to a different city, that sound of an owl will follow me there. So you got to understand why would an owl like follow you to a different city? Tell me that. That's not really an owl. That's a person, kind of like whistling, like, you know, when you have those, when you go duck hunting and they have those artificial sounds of a duck, but this is an artificial sound of an owl. So they're actually following me wherever I'm going, and they're blowing this owl sound. So they're kind of like giving me a signal that we're watching you. If you're watching me, it's no problem, but doing harm to a person, that's a whole different story. Like doing stuff to their food, their prescription medicine, that's a whole different story right there, you know? I don't agree with that. Nobody should agree with that. These people are just evil people, you know? You gotta understand that they're doing this to people all around the world. And it's not like why. It's like they just focus on the TI, and you're kind of like on their, you're focused on them. So even if there's somebody right next to you, you live to somebody who's not good, like not a very good person or something like that, they're still focused on you for some reason. So you gotta understand, these people, all they want to do is harm an individual, and that's something I'd like to expose, everything they've been doing to me. So all you TIs out there, you understand that some of you don't even like going to the doctors or going to any clinics. I was gonna go to a dentist up in San Pablo, California, but when the perps like got to my dentist, they're listening on the phone. Do you think I want to go to a dentist that they're gonna go to? They're probably gonna do something to while they're cleaning my teeth. I don't trust those people. I do not trust those people. In every such way, I'd like to expose them, and I'd like to have this petition going on, because what they do to individuals out here is not right, and they get they get a lot of people to work on it. They get people from people who work in the city, like doing landscaping. They get people from, they get anybody, even homeless people, to get to get in on the gang stalking. So they can get anybody to go along with it, you know. But it's, what they're doing is not right. It's not right in any way. We gotta expose them for what they do. They think it's right. They think it's, oh yeah, we're like, we're doing the right thing. Yeah, I don't think they're doing the right thing. They're harming people out there, you know. So right now I'm here in Monument. I think this is Monument and Walters Way. So I'm not too far from the clinic I'm going to tell you I actually tried to go to. It's over here on, let's see here, it's over here on Oak Grove Road or something. So it's not too far away. It's maybe a couple blocks away. We're gonna get closer to it right now. So the weather right now out here, it's really hot, and it's gonna be more hot tomorrow also. So for you know, the next couple days or maybe a week or so, it's gonna be real hot and humid. And if you know, this is a program they have out here, and it's like funded. They have money to fund this program because they have people that do skits around you. Like, they get paid to either follow you or do street theater, and they get paid to do this, you know. But they don't know that they're actually affecting the person and they're harming a person. So there's people out there that actually do this on a full-time job, and they actually get paid, you know, like a full-time salary. But I don't think it's a good job. I would never do something like that, you know. Like, trying to harm another individual is not right, you know, in any such way or any form. But for them, they probably, that's their job. They just like to do it, you know, or they're just programmed to do it every day. They don't even have to like get a briefing on it no more. They just wake up and say, okay, let's check, let's try to locate the target. Okay, he's gonna go here before you. So they're gonna send their people, their perps out there to either watch you or do a skit right there, like a street theater, or sometimes just surround you kind of like a flash mob. So when you go out, you're always like, wow, these people actually took time out of their day to find out what I'm doing, and they prepared a skit for me. So you actually feel like you're, you know, you actually feel like they did all this work for you, you know. You're like, wow, they did all this for me. But these people get, but you gotta understand, these people are not your regular people. They get paid to do this, and they're harming an individual in every such way or form. So if you go to a restaurant, you gotta kind of like be careful about what you're gonna eat and drink. And if you go to your pharmacy, make sure that you get their name, the name of the pharmacist, and so you know who's responsible for doing stuff to your medication and everything. You gotta make sure you get all the information, log everything out, like the date and time you went there, the date and time you picked it up. You know, you gotta make sure you log everything down, because these people are always, they're up to date on everything too. So you got to be up to date on exposing them too, and taking them to court. You gotta be prepared for them too, because they're they're always trying to do harm to you. So you know, you got to, you know, you got to expose them for what they are. Okay, I'm here now at the clinic. It's Sierra and Oak Grove. I'm gonna make a left here on Oak Grove. It's called La Clinica in Monument. I'm gonna go park my car real quick here on the side here, but I don't want to get like a little ticket here because it's like a little red zone here, you know. I don't know if they give tickets on a Sunday here, but we don't want to get a ticket, right? So we're just gonna find a little spot here to park, and then so I can go there and show you you know, what happened and what they were doing here. I found a spot right here on the right. Perfect. Okay, let me just back in here real quick. Okay. Here we go. Almost got it right here. Sometimes I feel that they can read my mind for some reason. Like, they know what I'm kind of thinking about. They know what I'm gonna do. I just, strange. I feel it, that they're always like they're in my mind for some reason, but you gotta actually try to fight it, because these people are bad people, you know. They're always trying to do harm to an individual out there, like especially a target individual. They've been, you know, if they can get away with something, they will do it. I assure you 100% they will never confess to what they've been doing to a target individual. 100% they would never confess to what they've been doing. They would deny everything, and they would straight out lie. These are evil people. You got to know that. So expose them, collect evidence, pictures, videos, whatever you can do. You know, you got to get them too for what they've been doing. You know, like say, hey, you guys been doing this, but I know you're not going to confess to it. So I'm just going to expose you and see you in court, you guys. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're gonna walk there to the clinic right now, and I'm gonna show you this clinic where they've been you know, going here before I got there. So if they've been doing stuff to my food and they tried to do harm to me in a hospital before, I don't like them following me to any clinics, you know, because they're gonna do harm to an individual. No, I don't want them to follow me to any like to any dentist, any doctors, anything. I want to expose them for who these people are, these evil people. They say they get a briefing on what they do, but some of them don't even need a briefing no more. They just go out, do the work, you know. Okay, we have a couple perps go to this area. He's gonna be in this area. You stand by there and do your skits right there, or you just kind of like surround him. Someone will most probably start looking at you kind of strange. So this is the clinic I went to. It's here on Monument, right here. Oak Grove and Sierra. It's right here, this clinic right here. Okay, I went into this clinic right here, and before I got there, a couple perps left out, and there were still people inside. So it's called La Clinica in Concord, California, and they asked me to come back to do an eye exam, but I refused to do an eye exam because these people already tried to harm me in another hospital. So I don't want them around near me, or even to going to any clinics or restaurants I go to, because all they want to do is harm an individual. You got to understand that these are not your regular people you can like try to sympathize with and try to talk to. They just want all they want to do is like do harm to a person, like do bad things to a person. And what I'd like all you targeted individuals to help me with is this petition, because we need to expose what they're doing. We need to expose everything. We can, if we all get together, we could probably get a class action lawsuit on what they're doing. They're not, the perps, they're not doing the right thing, you know? All they're doing is harm to an individual. It's actually psychologically harming a person. It's physically harming a person if they're doing stuff to their food, doing stuff to their medication, going to their clinics and maybe giving the wrong diagnosis or just not giving him any help or treatment at all. So you gotta understand, these are not your normal people. For all you target individuals out there and non-TIs, I'd like you guys to help me with this petition. We have to make sure we have enough signatures. So when I start the petition, we have 30 days to get 100,000 signatures, a minimum or more, for the White House to look at it, the President and the Congress to look at it, so we can get heard, put some kind of stop, or not even an oversight on it, just put a stop to it, because this is not right. They're not protecting people out here. They're causing more harm than you can even imagine out here. You know what I mean? There's people out there who are even committing suicide because of this, you know? I don't think it's right. And people out there are also, you know, committing, like, doing something violent because they feel that the perp is doing this, but actually, they're only hearing one side of the story. They're saying that the TI is, you know, mentally unfit, but that's not the case. The case is they're doing harm to the target individual. So you have to understand, you have to look at two sides of the story, you know? You gotta understand that it's affecting target individuals out there. It's not right. I want you to know that there's people out here, there's support groups, there's conference calls. You know, people, as a targeted individual, people still care about you and love you, and you will always get the help and support you need. So for right now, I'm gonna sign off. I'm in Concord, California, and always, if you have to go out, bring a camera, pictures, videos, you know, and always make sure you look like me. I'm always up to date on my surroundings. Everywhere I go, I feel like I have like an eye in the back of my head. So I'm always looking around and I'm always on my toes. But that's what they want you to do. All the time you're always on your toes. You feel like you're burning a lot of energy because you're always, you know, you're always looking around everywhere. So I'm going to sign off here in Concord, California. For you guys, take care. God bless, and talk to you again.